Hey, it's Key. I've been reading a lot of manga lately, and besides Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen has probably been the one I've been reading the most since I usually tend to be anime only, and this is one of the few I've read that hasn't had an anime adaptation. This is gonna change in October, but I thought I'd go ahead and talk about the manga instead since I've been thoroughly enjoying it. And I know this is a big change from the content I normally post on this channel, but trust me, this is what I want to do for now, so bear with me, okay? Also, quick little spoiler warning for the people that have not yet read Jujutsu Kaisen. This video will contain spoilers for the manga series and potentially the anime. I don't think it's going to change anything, but I thought I'd just give this warning here, so you've been warned. Jujutsu Kaisen follows young Yuji Itadori. He's your stereotypical high school student who cares deeply about his friends and will protect them at all costs, as you do when you're a shonen anime protagonist. He's very strong and can see curses. What are curses? You'll have to find out. One day while visiting the hospital, Yuji's grandfather passes away. Yep, he just straight up died and the first chapter's not even over yet. Now you'd think at this point Yuji vows revenge against someone or goes Super Saiyan, as you do in shonen anime and manga, but nope, he simply tells the nurse his grandpa would be mad if he just moped around, and so instead, he'll just laugh as he burns him up. What? Okay, it was here that the story really got my attention. Before this, I wasn't too invested in it, but now it was getting good. From there, our hero meets Megamiya Fushiguro, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, a first-year student from Jujutsu High, a place where people train to fight curses, who's looking for something called a cursed object, one of 20 to be exact. The two of them go to Yuji's high school, where Yuji's friends have snuck in to fool around with the thing, but they were quickly and quite creepily taken out by things called curses. Big, monstrous things that like chanting random sentences while devouring humans. Creepy, right? Can't wait for this part to get animated, I'll probably be up for weeks. Yuji and Megami fight against the larger curse, but when it seems hopeless, it looks like they might lose, what does Yuji do? He eats the cursed object, of course. What else would you do? Even though it could kill him. Luckily it doesn't, and he becomes stronger and faster than he was before. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, he does kick ass, but he is now also possessed by an evil curse named Sukuna, who is supposed to be like the king of the curses, I think. I'm only really 30 chapters in, so I don't think it's really been clarified yet, but it's still pretty awesome, you gotta admit. Anyways, new character arrives, Gojo-sensei. He's basically like the Kakashi of this world, meaning he's an absolute badass with white hair. Once this show gets animated, I swear he's gonna be everybody's favorite, and I mean everybody. He's here to take Yuji to Jujutsu High in order to execute him, and hold up. Wait a second, what? So you're about to kill off the main character as soon as like the first chapter's about to end? This just keeps getting more interesting. Okay, so that's the end of my quick rundown of the series. If you want to know more, you're gonna have to read it for yourself or kind of just wait for the anime to start. You see, when I was reading Jujutsu Kaisen, I began to realize why I love this anime manga thing so much. And that reason is, well, because the first few chapters gave me so many Bleach vibes, it's unreal. The plot is similar, the characters are fun, the comedy is on point, and the fights are so good. Allow me to explain. Bleach focuses on a young high school boy named Ichigo Kurosaki, who cares deeply about his friends and will protect them at all costs, as you do when you're a shonen anime / manga protagonist. He's very strong and can see ghosts / hollows. What are hollows? You'll have to find out. And no, by the way, you're not experiencing deja vu. Rukia, a soul reaper from Soul Society, a place where people train to fight hollows, shows up one day tracking a hollow. She almost dies while fighting it, and Ichigo takes on Rukia's powers as a soul reaper, wins the fight against the hollow, and woo! Before anyone says it, no, I'm not accusing Geji Akudamai of ripping off Taitakuba's work. The similarities are actually pretty minimal after the first few chapters, but I just thought it was funny how similar they were at the beginning. Didn't catch on? Then let me lay it out for you before we wrap up this video. Number 1, both of them start off fighting big monsters that are of paranormal proportions. That being the curses and the hollows, who also have similar instincts. They both crave humans, hollows want their souls and curses want their flesh. They should really just get together for tea sometime and split a human for dinner. Number 2, they can already see these monsters, but they gain their real powers from an outside source with someone who's connected to that outside source in some way. With Yuji it was the finger, an object sought after by the people at Jujutsu High, and with Ichigo it was the Soul Reaper's ability, taken from Rukia at first even though later on he awakened his own powers. Number 3, Ichigo and Yuji have their own sense of moral justice that they must uphold as well as their own reasons to fight. For Yuji at first he's only doing this because his grandpa told him he should help people, but he later sees it as his duty to help save people of this world from dying by fulfilling a duty only he can do, and that's consuming the fingers of Sukuna. Ichigo fights to protect the ones he cares about, but because of the speech given to him by Rukia in chapter 2 of the Bleach manga, he figures out that you can't just fight hollows when it's convenient for you. or you happen to be nearby. You have to fight them all to save everyone. That is the job of a Soul Reaper. Number 4, they are both at first meant to die, but are saved by the words of ones who work for the force that are fighting the hollow/curses. For Yuji, he gets sentenced to death after consuming the finger, but thanks to Megami's words of praise, he is spared and asked to work as a sorcerer and learn at Jujutsu High. Ichigo is spared by the words of Rukia after she accepts the punishment for giving away her powers to Ichigo. She ends up being the one sentenced to death, but after a greater threat rises, she is spared, and Ichigo ends up working alongside the forces of Soul Society. Number 5, it just has that nice supernatural feel. You cannot deny when you read manga or watch anime, depending on what you see in this video, that it is immediately giving off the same sort of vibe as early Bleach. I don't talk about it much, but the first arc of Bleach, the Substitute Soul Reaper arc, is one of my favorites. And upon reading up on Jujutsu Kaisen, I eagerly look forward to each new chapter because it just gives off that nice old school Bleach feel that I love so much. That's all for this kind of video, guys. I know that you might not even like this kind of content that I'm putting out now. But I promise, old videos and new videos, like the ones I used to do before, they're all gonna be still relevant on this channel. So don't feel too bad, okay? I got more content coming very soon, and I hope you guys look forward to it. I've been Key, and I'll see you all later. Peace.